Hello everybody, what's happening? My name's Neil. Welcome along to Midlife Motors, and today you find me on the Isle of Skye. I'm staying in Portree. Look at it over my shoulder here, beautiful views. But this video is more to do with where I'm actually staying, and as I spin round here you can see the hotel. It's called the Royal Hotel. This is it here, the white building there. And if you look at the views online, you might begin to wonder if it's actually the not so royal hotel. I'm staying there 4 nights. I've done 2 already, so I've got a rough idea of what it's like. I'll try and bring you up to speed. Bear in mind, this is January, so it's not that busy. I'll show you a little bit around the hotel, idea of car parking, but I would imagine in the summer things would be a little bit more hectic. Right, enough chat, let's get inside and see if it's as bad as everybody says it is. The hotel itself does have a car park, but it's over where these guys are building a scaffolding over there, and it's only 8 spaces. It's very much first come first serve. Otherwise you do have car parks, but they're all pay or they're all move within 30 minutes. Now at the moment, this time of the year, speaking to the locals and the guys that work inside, it's not policed. The policing doesn't really start until late February, March time, when the tourist season kicks off, and it's quite heavily enforced, so just be mindful of that. I've been lucky, I got a space here when I arrived a couple of days and haven't had to move it. Nobody seems to be around keeping an eye on me. The entrance itself, this whole building is the hotel. That's where we go for some food. The entrance is quite small. It's just there. You can see somebody coming out just now, one of the workers. Let's jump inside, have a look around. A little display cabinet. This is quite cool. It gives you an idea of, it is quite old inside this building, with some trophies and some history to do with the Highland Games in this area, just on the ground floor here off reception. But let's head upstairs. Not sure how light or dark it will be. I think there's 46 rooms in this place. I'm in room number 8. It's a little bit of a warren. Now, out of the 46 rooms, some of them have been refurbished, and there is refurbishment works going on. So it's a little bit noisy quite early in the morning. Coming down here, this is still part of the old-fashionedness of it. People mentioned the smell. It's not too bad. There is a kind of old worldy smell in here, not so much cigarettes, more just like the materials, the old timber, a little bit of a smell of paint as well, but it's not too bad. Let me get inside so you've got an idea of roughly what it's all like. But coming into the room here, it becomes quite a large room, I'd have to say. You're coming into this sort of hall area, if you like, plenty of place to stack your stuff, put your clothes away. You've got shelving, all that sort of stuff. Big area. I'm in a twin room here with sea view. Remember where we were outside having a look? So I have got a sea view, which isn't too bad. Temperature's okay in here as well. This time of the year the heating's working really well. The beds aren't the most comfortable. That's probably the biggest negative I've got of the hotel. I'm not getting a great night's sleep here, but I've got plenty of space. We've got a telly there, not the biggest, but it's got the channels that you want. We've got tea and coffee making facilities, and I'd have to say the housekeeping's been brilliant. I've asked them for a few extra bits and pieces, and I've got a bag of goodies there, some tea, some coffee, some biscuits, that sort of thing. So they've been really nice. What else have we got coming through here? Again, it's kind of old, but it's quite big and it's quite spacious, and the shower is very powerful, which is nice and warm. So all in all, it's quite expensive, it's quite old-fashioned, but it's not dilapidated, it's not too noisy. I've got a nice view. It's got more positives than negatives. Just to finish off in the room here, as my kettle boils and I make myself a cup of tea, lots of sockets, which was quite handy. I need a lot of charging points and it's good for that, which is nice. Now the carpets, down on the carpets, that was one of the comments. People were saying they're not the nicest things to walk on. They're a bit sticky and tacky. I'd have to agree, they're past their best. So keep your trainers on or bring some flip-flops or something. It's the same in the bathroom. The bathroom's got one of these old vinyl floors and it's not very nice to walk on. The bathroom does come with like toiletries, and they're quite good. They get replenished every day, which is nice as well. And the Wi-Fi inside the hotel and inside your room is first class. It seems to go off about midnight, 1 AM, but it comes back on again in the morning. I'm struggling to get 4G around here. I'm on Vodafone and it's not very good, but having good Wi-Fi in the hotel, that's definitely a thumbs up as well. When you come out the hotel, down this lane here, there's a Boots, and right next door, there's also a Co-op. Just off reception here is where you come for your breakfast, and it's a kind of combination of help yourself to the cereals and the bakery and the drinks and what have you, and then come through, you sit in here and you get served your full English, whatever it may be. I like a lot of eggs, so that's what I've been having, and it's quite a nice place to sit. It's quite a nice place to eat, and food's spot on, absolutely ideal. Staff have been great in here. They'll bring you extra bits and pieces if you need it, and you can take some of the stuff back to your room with you. We're just behind the hotel here, just come through that street where there's some nice gift shops, into this sort of square in the middle of Portree, if you like. If you need a bus, you can get a bus there. If you need the police, you can speak to a policeman. War memorials here, and as I spin round, you'll see there's lots of places to eat and drink, which is handy. There's a nice bakery over there that's open at lunchtime, and even somewhere to fill up your water bottles for free. You are always against the backdrop of these lovely views. Another car park here down on the front, and if you are foolish enough to believe that by buying an EV you're saving the planet, there are half a dozen charge points down there as well, which is probably going to be well queued. With the sun coming in on what looks like it's going to be a lovely day for a walk, should you stay at this hotel? Would I stay at this hotel? And are all the terrible comments really that accurate? I would say yes, yes, and no. It's marketed as a 4-star, no, it's marketed as a 3-star hotel, Neil, and it is a 3-star hotel, but everything's been fine. In fact, the one complaint I had about the beds, as the week's gone on, I've actually been getting a better night's sleep. I think I've been getting used to it. I think maybe it's a twin room, and I don't always like sleeping on a single bed. I think the biggest issues are, if you're coming later in the year, getting parked is going to be a pain in the neck, and I think that's wherever you stay. It's going to be, if it's as heavily policed as they tell me it is, and I can see the signs up telling you how much it's going to cost and how often you're going to have to move, that's going to be a pain if you're coming to this part of the world, whether you're staying here or not. If I was coming back again, you know those little portable plug-ins that you air fresheners, I'd maybe bring one of them with me. And I don't know how you go about getting one of the refurbished rooms. I don't know if it's first come, first serve, or if it's a certain type of room, or if you pay extra. It may be worth trying one of them to see if they're any better. But to be honest, if you get left with one of the older ones, it's not terrible. It's not the way it is in the comments. The staff have been great. I don't understand the negativity towards the staff whatsoever. I mean, I kind of take life with a cheery look on it. Perhaps some people after a long journey are maybe expecting something miraculous that the majority of us are just want to get our heads down and get on with life. So yes, I can't understand the negativity towards the staff whatsoever. Come along, enjoy the place. The Skye's not cheap, I would say, wherever you go. I don't know how the locals afford it. Maybe they get a special rate, but it is quite picturesque. There's lots of nice walks. There's lots of nice things to see, but nothing is brand new wherever you go. So you have to bear that in mind. It is a remote part of the world, and expect accordingly. Thanks very much for watching this one. If it's been helpful, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to hit subscribe, I would appreciate that. I'm going to finish my cup of tea and head out and about, see who we can meet, see what we can see. That's what it's all about. Goodbye. GoPro, stop recording.